Hello, welcome. Good to see you, Ariane.
Good to see you too, Philippa.
I'm not getting volume. That might be because I don't have my volume on. Let's see. Oh,
Am
now I
I
hear you.
not out?
You
Okay,
were fine. It was me. So I,
okay.
I was not hearing you. Okay, now I can hear you. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. I have to know if my co-host is not here on a given day, it is not them, it is me because I didn't share the link yesterday. So, so happy to have you here today to get us caught up. I did get started. I am going. I have a few of my own challenges to run by you that maybe other people are encountering. But I think if we can just jump right in, and maybe you can start with what I wasn't able to do yesterday, which was introduce six, and then of course introduce seven. So I'm going to go ahead and just share your screen and let you lead.
Sure. I'll be briefing about 6 and 7, then we will see what to do.
Fantastic.
So now I'll be starting.
Hmm.
In Quest 6, we'll starting right now. So in Quest 6, we have to basically build an AI agent. For that, we basically required VS Code, Node.js, Azure Subscription, and AGD, Azure Developer CLI. So here we will be basically using the AI Foundry VS Code extension to build a basic AI agent. Now we will be seeing how to do that. But before we hop on to this, if you have completed any quest before this, just make sure you have used this command to basically save whatever you have done till now. Now what we have to do is we have to create an agent in the step one. So we have a important note for the same. Since OpenAI all version are not supported everywhere. So here are some regions which are given where it is supported. So you have to make a new model if you are using an older one. So you have to go through it. And at a later stage, you will be also basically adding a big grounding agent for doing many things. I will be telling you all the things. So if you don't have a model, you have to deploy it according to the instructions given here. Then after doing that, suppose you have done GPT-4, then we have to go in our root directory, JS Build-a-Thon. Then we have to basically make a folder called agent. Please make sure this exact spelling should be there. Then after that, you have to firstly come to the Azure AI Foundry extension which you have installed in the VS Code in your left pane of the VS Code. Then you have to click upon it, then you will be seeing similar interface. Then you have to click on this agents. Then after that, you have to click on the create new agent button. Then be prompted to a configuration file. You have to assign this name to that. And after completing this, you will be redirected to a agent designer page where you have to basically configure whatever agent you have made. Now, what you have to do, you don't have to basically share your private data. So what you have to do, you will be not committing those things in the GitHub. So you have to go in that .git ignore file where you'll be listing like what you should not be given. So after doing that, go on the agent designer and give your agent name my agent. And the code for this will be auto-populated by you from the Azure AI Foundry site. And then you have to basically use your model. Like here it has given an example of GPT-4. If you have any other like GPT 4.1 or any other multimodal models, you can use that also. Now in the system instructions, what you have to go give is like how your LLM model should be behaving. Like I have given here, you are basically a very helpful agent who loves emojis. Like we talk now, if you talk to some person, you generally use emojis instead of bigger answers. So we'll be building something like that only. You have to be friendly and concise. So this is our instructions for the LLM. Like in what way it should answer whatever things we have given to it. Now we can select various parameters, which is temperature and all. Temperature, if we have more temperature, we'll be having more randomness, more creativity in our answer. So you can vary it and check like what temperature suits you. Here it is given an example of zero point 0.7. Now you have to go to the Azure YAML file which you have created. After that, just paste these things there. And after coming there, you have given the instruction as you can see here. You have given the temperature, top P and other things. Then you basically have to create an agent on the Azure AI Foundry. After you have completed it, you will be having an option for My Agent. You just have to go on Tools, then click on the Agent Playground. Then it will be redirecting you to this thing. Then you have to click whatever agent you have made, like we have made My Agent. So we'll be selecting My Agent here. And then we'll be going to the playground, agent playground, and seeing what is happening and what is not. So we have till now configured our OpenAI key, whatever we have created, like suppose GPT-4o or GPT-4.1. It is all connected, running smoothly. And now we'll be seeing what our agent can do. So I wrote here, hi there. Then it is replying, hi there, how it's going. We have configured it for using emojis in a very friendly way. So it is answering like that only. Now I asked him like, what is this? Then it answered accordingly. Now suppose if we try to ask it like, what is the weather in Nairobi or in area right now? So since an LLM model, it is trained on the previous data what we had. It don't have the data which is going right now, like the current weather or the current incidents happening in some time or anywhere. It can't fetch it, right? So what we will do to get it done, we'll be adding Bing AI in it, by which it will be basically fetching all the data from the Bing services and eventually get you answer for this question also. So after going through this, what we'll be seeing it, we will have to basically go on this portal, create a Bing resource. Then you have to open your portal, then whatever it requires, you have to do it. Then come on management center and create on add connection, fill the required things. Then you can go on to your VS Code, just click on this icon. It will be connecting your thing. Then you have to manually hardcore here, like whatever subscriptions you are having. And like we want to add a Bing rounding tool to basically fetch the live data which is going on. So these are all the informations given here. You have to modify it more also. Like you have to replace the space folder with your subscription ID with your Azure ID, resource group name, project name, bring grounding connection name. So you have to do it all. After doing it all, if you have completed it successfully, then let's again ask the same question. What's the weather in Nairobi right now? So it will be using this tool in your agent. This tool is configured, Bing grounding. So it will tell right now in Nairobi, the weather is partly cloudy with this temperature and all. Now, what we have to do, we will basically see what air agents can do. So we'll be going on the Azure AI portal, then agent section. We can view code and run our code. Now, let's see what we can do. Now, for running it more seamlessly, we'll be basically using this command and configuring it like it is said here. Now, what we have to do for basically making an agent service for us, we have to update the server file according to the instructions given here. You can read it out, like whatever instructions are given here, you can import agent service firstly from agent.service, then define the variable agent service and call the agent service thing. Then all codes for the same is given here. Now for your UI to look more flashy, you can say, or more intuitive, you can update your CSS file and other things. You can go it in chat.js and just do the things whatever is written here. Now your UI will look something like this. You can change this also, like if you wanna have some different type of UIs, you can change it. Totally depends upon. Now you will be updating the React toggle, like you wanna use basic AI or you wanna use your agent. You can basically add this code for the same. Now we'll be making some placeholder and other things. Now, if you'll ask how are you doing in your agent mode, it will uh, answer you accordingly. Now we'll be adding the API call, the handle mode change and other, and some more CSS to look it even more better. Now, if you'll ask the temperature, it is answered by your AI agent, which is running locally in your system. Like we had the chat interface from very past, if you know. So this is it for this quest. Make sure like your agent configuration file is added to git ignore because we don't want to reveal our private things. Okay. Then for you should be having an agent service.js in package.web API directory. After making sure all these things, you just have to push your code, and after 15 to 20 seconds, you will be getting redirected to the next question. I want to remind one thing, like Bing AI thing is costly. If you have 1K, 1000 transactions with that AI, it will basically cost you $35. So if you are not having that much free credit or you are not willing to pay that much, you can skip that part. I have confirmed to the team. So it totally depends upon you. You can skip that particular step and do the rest. Your quest will be fine for it. Now let's see the seventh one. So here also we require the same things. What we'll be doing here, we'll be integrating our MCP server with the AI agent. We'll be using the tools from an MCP server. So firstly, you have to do git pull to save all the changes, whatever you have made. So what is MCP? MCP is basically model context protocol. So suppose you have one model and you have various contexts regarding to it. Like earlier we have given you are a friendly model, you use emojis. So act accordingly. So what we'll be doing here, like suppose I have some amount of data which is already feeded in my model, suppose GPT. So it have some kind of data. It will answer according to the data, whatever if have. But suppose I wanna give some tone, what like about how I talk, how I answer, and a particular thing regarding to me. Like I have a document. It has some resources from the internet, but it also have some things which I have researched on my own, which are not available to the internet. So I wanna use the power of LLM, and I wanna get the accurate answer from internet as well as my resource, whatever I have. So I will be sending my resource as a context to that particular model. Here we'll be using GPT, or you can use Mistral or Gemini, whatever you want. So we'll be combining both of them to get a very accurate answer. So this is what MCP is in a short. So how we'll be implementing it? We'll be using the AI Toolkit extension, which is available in VS Code. You can install it. And for doing this, we'll be requiring GPT 4.1. So after installing it, make sure you add it in your AI toolkit. Then it will be basically showing here you have GPT 4.1. Then after doing it, you basically have to create an agent. Just create on the agent prompt builder, which is available here. Then you can create on plus and give the data whatever is written here. So what we have to select is you have to select a model. In our case, we'll be using the GPT 4.1. We can configure the temperature and maximum tokens and various other things. And we'll be giving like how the LLM will be basically responding to your messages, whatever is there. So we'll be giving two prompts. System prompt means what will be the behavior and personality of your agent, and the user prompt like what you wanna ask to. Then the variables and other things you can update it also. Then what tools you wanna use, which will be embedded in your agent and all. Then you have to structure the output. Then you can create the new builder button and it will launch the setup wizard on the CLI. Then you have to name it OS Patrol. Then you have to give this system prompt, this user prompt and all, and configure it accordingly. Now we'll be going down. You just have to run it and check it if your machine is properly working or not. And then we can hop on to add your agent and you will see click on add MCP server. So you have to click on it. You have to click add server. Then you have to click upon add, create a new MCP server, then TypeScript weather. Then if you will see it after doing this, you will be getting a file to make like where you wanna save it. So it's a particular location where you have to save it. Go in your root directory JS Build-a-Thon. Then you have to go on to this packages folder. Then after that, you will be selecting that particular location, and at that particular location, you have to save the file which you are getting after doing all things. Basically, MCP code template you can say, and you have to name it node OS MCP. Now a new window will be opening of VS Code like this, like what is MCP and what it is for. Like we are using it for weather prediction, so it is showing that particular code base for the same. Now we'll be configuring it to make it work. Now inside this particular folder, you will be having a package.json, which basically have all the various types of dependencies which you will be using in this project to make it work. Now for making it work, you have to go in that particular directory like node.js MCP. Then you have to run the command and npm install to basically get aware of all the dependencies and scripts required to run the files which we gonna see in further. Now, after installing it, what you have to do it, you have to go in this folder. Then after that, you will be having an src folder, and in this you will be going to server.ts. TS means TypeScript here. We will be using some TypeScript here. So now you have to remove all the code, whatever is present in your server.ts, then replace it with it. You can read like we are creating a function for calculating CPU average time and a new instance and various things we are doing here, importing and all. So you will be implementing these functions. These are just basic TypeScript. If you will read it, you will get it how they are written basically. We have a uptime function also here. Then finally in index.ts, you don't have to do anything. It is like that only. You just to have to export server in this file by which the index.ts and the server.ts can get connected and basically run the MCP server in your file. Now, what you will be doing, go to the agent builder. You will be seeing, sorry, now you will be going to the debug and run option. Debug extension, it will be like a play and a bug, some kind of icon. You have to click upon that. Then after that, you will be seeing this type of things coming from the AI toolkit extension we have. Now we have to run upon it. So it will be debugging all the things, whatever is there. Then after debugging, if you go on the MCP server, which you have created from the AI toolkit extension, you will be seeing these four various types of tools: CPU average name, get host name, architecture uptime. Like I've showed you earlier, like we are creating various functions to be used in our MCP server named Node.js MCP. Now, once they all are implemented, you will be seeing the response architecture what we have used, the response we are getting. Now we just have to play with it. You can see like if you are giving what prompt, then it is giving what output. You can see like it is giving the output average CPU just 13.58%, then model response, host name, and various other things. Now you can play with it. You can use various other prompts and see how it runs. And after doing all things, just make sure you have this repository in your particular folder on which you are working. Then you can basically update it, just commit it, and after 15 to 20 seconds, you will be having your next quest on the line. And if you want to read more, you can use these particular resources or the resources which is provided in the main directory of our hackathon. So I hope this clears all of your doubts, but if you still have anything, you are free to ask. Thank you.
I love it. Thank you, and thank you for going through that. Because again, I've learned you can only show where you've reached, and I'm still working through it now. I have we have some people who have joined us. I know one person in the chat is saying, "Hey, I'm just getting started. I am just setting up my repo. I'm so at the beginning." And one of the things I figured out just as I was going is the reason I think even Quest 1 took me so long is that so much of it was so new to me. And yes, I had to sort of set a couple things up, but I spent so much time. I probably spent like 2 hours just going through the model, the GitHub models, and just playing just because I was like, oh, this is so fun. But that's not the task. So I think one thing to do is when you're looking at the instructions, go straight to the bottom and look for the actual assignment and know that that's the deliverable. There's going to be a file that you have to push to your repo, and that's the assignment, and then that's considered complete. Everything else is instructional, exploratory, and you can spend as much or as little time on it as you want, because there's so many interesting things that we get to try and see and learn, and we can spend as much or as little time on those things as we want. So I think that it simplifies it, at least for me, to actually see what is the deliverable, what is the actual thing that they want me to share. And so then everything else above that sort of gets simplified in my mind. So I can sort of separate what do I want to learn and kind of explore versus what are the actual steps that I need to do to complete the quest. Ariane, does that make sense? Is that helpful? Kind of for someone
Yeah,
who's a
it is.
little overwhelmed like me?
Yeah, it is. But mostly you have to go through all the README to complete the quest because if you skip any steps, you will be not following with the coming steps. So you have to read them all.
Yeah, it's not skipping a step. It's just the idea that I can get lost in a step. I can find a step so exciting that I'll be like, oh, I will spend 2 hours
Okay,
here. And that is not
okay,
helpful. So
okay,
I'm not
okay.
saying skip steps, but understand that you can streamline it to get to the deliverable and not to get lost the way that I can sometimes get lost because I'm like, oh, this is also interesting. And some of it's new for me, or just so to be able to yeah, just know that it's if you can once you know what the task is, that just step by step by step, it doesn't need to be. It helps me not get lost, and if I want to go explore other things on my own time, that's great. But I don't need to spend that much time to complete the task.
Yeah, yeah, just don't be lost anywhere. Whatever is there, whatever is advised, do that much only until the quest gets over, since we don't have much time to explore each
Yes,
and everything in depth. So just do whatever is required. After the questions, you will be having the access to this repo and the various other resources. You can visit it later on and have fun, whatever you want.
yeah, absolutely. I probably had too much fun the first time I saw it. I was like, "Oh, this is great! I love this." So I have questions. I have some of the things are all of the image links are broken in my repo, and I was actually thinking that I wasn't accessing resources or code that I needed to move forward. And I don't know why all of my links are broken. And when I click on them, they go to a 404 page. That might be something we'll discuss offline, but that's one of the challenges I'm having. The second challenge I'm having is that the Azure AI Foundry does not like me. It has decided that either I have used up my student credit, I'm definitely a student, but it doesn't really want to give me it errors every time I try to load it. So I've not been actually able to get the Foundry up and running.
So yeah, some problems are there since it's launched recently only now. It's in beta phase right now. So it can be sometimes you can get various type of errors. Like I, if I will talk about mine, I was getting a very different UI of the Azure thing. Like I was not able to find management system and other things to connect my endpoint and all. Then I asked Julia. She said like some errors are there and they are trying to fix it. So some things are there. We have to manage it somehow. But for the
Yes, I was,
initial question, it's for fine, I guess.
well, I guess my question is it's going to be so fundamental to have it. So it's important to get it. I was just wondering if I should just do like a free professional trial since my student account seems to be I think they feel like I've maxed it or something. I can't tell because
No,
I have access to it, but then when I go to open the Foundry, it says
see,
no.
I will advise you to use your resources since you are a gold ambassador. You are getting $150 credits every month. So
Yeah, that's
use
not
that.
reflected in my account.
So you have to do it. It will not be done directly. It's there is a link, Visual Studio Program benefits. I will give it to you. You have to
Okay,
sign in via your MLSA ID. Then after that, if you will click on that activate offer, it will be redirected in whatever Azure account you have created, be it your personal or whatever.
that would be super helpful because I think that that's probably the issue I'm having, and I know I can't go forward to Quest 4 until I resolve that.
Yeah, just make a new subscription and all with that particular resource ID. It will be done.
It'll be
You will
good.
not require a card or anything. It will be
Awesome.
auto debited from that thing, and you will be having a cap of that particular $150 to use. After that, your quota will exceed. You will also not be charged anything. So that's a very good thing. I also discovered recently.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you. And okay, so we've got some people joining us in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and start with just okay. I'm just going to show
So
Dina's quote from before. She says, "Great. I'm still very behind in the quest. I just wanted to catch a live, which we appreciate. We hope we can be helpful and just keep you inspired." And then
yeah,
she's also saying, "I just set up my repo for Quest One. We just want to say, great, good job. Just keep going. Just get that. I think that getting started and getting into it, because I know for me, again, similarly, when I saw the length of the quests and how much detail was there, I just felt overwhelmed. And it literally has taken me like 2 weeks to just be like, okay, I got this. I'm gonna figure this out and get this. And then once I started, it was and then well, actually, I had one day where I just completely got distracted. I was like, I pretty much spent my entire like quest time just playing with models. Then I got back on
yeah,
track, and then yesterday I
yeah.
just like got through it, and I was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, done. I still had some errors, still had some issues, but I was able to get my 3 submitted and get to 4. So I think what I'm trying to say is once you get started and you get that momentum and you just get past that feeling of kind of overwhelm or distraction, it does move. And we're here to unblock anything, so not to be too concerned if stuff happens. So we love that for you that you're getting going. And then let me share. Hi everyone, I restarted over. I'm in quest 3 where the deployment is still in progress and never deployed. I can git push and move to the Q4. Okay, so there's a few things going on in that quest.
So Dina, are you in our WhatsApp group? Like we can get in touch there if you have any doubts going on
Yeah,
further.
Dina, definitely make sure you're in the WhatsApp group. Same thing with I know Edward, you are. So
Edward is there, I guess.
yeah, and for his question, he said, I restarted over. I am in quest 3. Okay, good. I just finished quest 3. Where the deployment is still in progress. Yes, I had the same problem. Mine was actually giving me a fail, complete fail. So it's never deployed. So I think that's actually going to be. I think, are you talking about the Azure AI Foundry is what's giving you issues? And if you are, I can git push and move to the quit Q4. That's kind of what I did. I think is that your question was I just kind of gave it what it wanted to be able to move forward without actually setting up my Foundry properly, but I need to go back. So, and that was where I kind of, like I said, realized that there was a difference between the tasks and the assignment. I could deliver the assignment, but I still kind of need to go back because I was just getting errors, but I also wanted to sort of move forward. So I think to the advice that Ariane was saying is just making sure that you've got the right subscription. If you're using a student subscription or you need to do a trial professional subscription, that might be the issue because again, I know with my own case, I could not get the Azure AI Foundry to deploy.
Yes, it's right.
Yes, I think.
Mm.
Okay. So you're not alone in that. And we're obviously going to need the AI Foundry, so you can't quite get, like I said, I was like, oh, I'll skip that for now, but you can't really skip it because I know it in every quest forward, it will be required. So we will be able to hopefully help you in that. Like I said, you and I will both get that Azure. Oh, you're back. All right, okay. We'll both get that set up. So I think any more questions? I think we can wrap it up. I think we've done a really good intro of 6-7, hopefully unblock things. And I think as we're seeing with those in our chat, you're just getting started on 1, you're at 3, I'm at 4, but still needing to set up my Foundry. So I think I love that you're all here. I love that we're seeing momentum and getting things done. So we're just going to keep the momentum going and answering and unblocking things through, the WhatsApp is a great group. Feel free to connect on Discord as well because you get everybody there. And this is not only just for your own growth and development, but community building as well. We have a great community, and we'd love for you guys to get to know each other as well. So you're really building your developer community as well as your AI skills and developer skills, because even there's little bit actually Ariane, we talked about this before, and I definitely see the need for it because part of my problem with pushing is like this is where I'm just like such a baby developer is there are a whole bunch of best practices for security, and GitHub won't let you push through with your was it the PAT code. So anything that's an API can't get pushed. And I think that that's just something to talk about, for best practices on all the ways that we can be able to have secure code and also code that works when we have, and where do we store our API keys. Okay, I moved to Q4 as you advised me. Hopefully I will get to Q9 with no issues. We pretty much guarantee you there will be issues, but that is why we're here. So it's okay that there
Yes,
are issues. You will come across them, but we're gonna do this together. So it's really more that the issues don't stop you, and that we can resolve them and work through them together. But yes, you and I need to figure out the Foundry issue, and then you and I will get to Quest 9 as with all of our team here. So let us proceed and keep going. You've got this. I think, like I said, I think once the momentum starts, they do move and they clearly build on each other. So I know like my level of excitement, enthusiasm to keep going is very high.
Yes, it should be. You will be facing many more difficult challenges in upcoming quests. They are long. The eighth one is easy. Tomorrow we'll not have to explain much. And in ninth one, it's totally upon you what you wanna do. So basically you have to come towards seven. After seven, it's a easy path. And ninth totally depends upon you.
Okay, I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I think we're doing well. Um, so I will. Oh, hold on. We've got our WhatsApp. I'm just gonna put our WhatsApp group chat in the chat, so everybody's got that. Make sure that you're on there. And then I've got thanks. Excellent. We love seeing you here. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep us posted. We're just gonna keep showing up and keep moving through it, and just hopefully just continue reaching out to our whole crowd. It's on my list for today to make sure that we bring everybody with us.
Yes, yes. Just make sure whatever you are doing, focus upon the README. And if you are facing any challenges, connect to us either on the Discord or WhatsApp or Teachable community, wherever we want. We will be there to help you. That's not a problem. Just give it your all. Some more days are there. I wish you get to Quest 9 and receive a participant badge eventually. So just try to do all the things. Even if you are new, you are not from a developer background, you can learn it since most of the code bases are already there. You have to just edit it. Basically, learn what the AI technologies are there and how we are gonna using it in different type of scenarios and all. And eventually, in the ninth term, you will be using all of them or some of them, whatever you like, and make a particular application which will be eventually fruitful for your resume also. So hoping to see you in the next session. Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
Bye.